just win, baby.
Who you thought I've been rocking for? Ever since a kid, it's been patching skulls. Black and white, you see it on my flags and poles. I'm a Raider, baby, you ain't gotta ask to know. I'm a Raider, baby, you ain't gotta ask to know. I'm a Raider, baby, you ain't gotta ask to know. I'm a Raider, baby, you ain't gotta ask to know. I'm a Raider, baby, you ain't gotta ask to know. I'm a Raider, baby, all you ever heard about my lips. I was twitching, I wasn't breaking when Brady was winning chips. Went to LA, then to Oakland, and now we up on the strip. Dancing with the nation every time we get to 6. 3rd and 13, used to run the ball. Now we got 100, so we changing the call. Tatted on my body, ain't no taking it off. When the Raiders on the TV, we ain't taking the call. When the Raiders on the TV, we ain't taking the call. Unless they with the nation, ain't no faking involved. All that internal hating, we be shaking it off. Cause we know they just came around Jacobs and Carl. Who you thought I've been rocking for? Ever since a kid, it's been patching skulls. Black and white, you see it on my flags and poles. I'm a Raider, baby, you ain't gotta ask to know. I'm a Raider, baby, you ain't gotta ask to know. I'm a Raider, baby, you ain't gotta ask to know. I'm a Raider, baby, you ain't gotta ask to know. I'm a Raider, baby, you ain't gotta ask to know.
Look, I'm 34 like Bo Jackson. I'm a Raider, long live John Madden. We left Oakland, now we with the Sinners. For Al Davis, we got unfinished business. Look, just win, baby. Defense ain't giving up an inch lately. The offense in clutch, we bout to up the scope. And D-Car ain't stopping till we reach the boat.
What's up, Raider Nation? It's that time again. It's Wednesday night. It's time for a twofer. We just got done with the official Hardcore Challenge podcast. Now it's time for the Raider Reaction Fantasy Football League show. It doesn't really have a fucking name. It's just the Raider Reaction Fantasy Football League show. Silver and black fans, Raider Nation from all over North America, battling it out. One champion. $400 to the winner, as well as an autographed Josh Jacobs jersey, as well as prizes along the way. We got 3 flash prizes we'll be giving out tonight for the 3 biggest ballers of the week, which we will get to that here very shortly. We are 10 weeks in. That means there's only 4 weeks left, so it is definitely playoff push time. Those last 3 games are all divisional as you turn back and have to basically claim your division by fighting through your division rivals. So it's the way it is in all of our Hardcore Challenge formats, and makes things interesting. You really got to earn them division crowns. So let's get right into it, shall we? Let's start at the top. The very top, where we always start.
There's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Yo, check out Homeboy.
The 3 biggest ballers of the week this week in the Raider Reaction Fantasy Football League are getting flash prizes from Raider Reaction. The 3 biggest ballers of the week. Number 1, Michael Vick's Dog Walker, sitting at 8-2, 7 straight wins. And looking over on the other side here, One Nation, Bryant, 5 straight losses, 2-8. Maybe somebody like needs to like get him like some cliff notes, like fantasy football for dummies or something, man. I mean, he is our sponsor. I mean, we want to help him out. I mean, 5 straight losses. Damn. I mean, we reboot next year, so it doesn't matter draft position, Bryant. You can't tank like McWeasel. That doesn't work here. So, I don't know. Maybe you need to fire your offensive coordinator. I don't know what's going on over there. Moving along. Raider Nation 98, Big Game James, winner number 2 of the flash prizes, as he's the second biggest baller of the week with 2 10s scored. As took me down to let me see them TDs. Drops to 4-6. Big Game James sitting at 7-3 with Raider Nation 98. And the biggest baller of them all, also happened to be the game of the week from last week, as we had Sax Offenders with 219 in the game of the week, taking down Team Junior, put up a solid score of 197, but that wasn't enough. That wasn't enough, as that's an L in the game of the week, and that is also a flash prize for Christopher, owner of the Sax Offenders. So congratulations. 3 prizes to all of you. Who hates Carr? I've been on the Derek Carr bandwagon for the last 3 years. I've just seen enough. I've seen the writing on the wall. It's over. He cried. The season's in the toilet, and that's the end of it. The story's over. There's no hate. Good luck to him wherever he goes next. Who said I hated him? See, guys like you read between the lines, Matthew. Don't put words in my mouth. I've never said I hated the guy at all. Hate has never come out of my mouth, ever. But thank you for putting words in my mouth. I appreciate that. Moving on. Back to fantasy football. We can kind of half-ass control. It's unfortunate. I think they've wasted Derek Carr's talent. But it's over. It's the end of the ride. McWeasel wins, and Carr's gonna lose. It's just the game that's being played, man. It is what it is. But our biggest baller of the week, Chris. So you got Chris, Big Game James, and Bryson, Santa's neighbor. All get flash prizes. All get flash prizes. Oh, JoJo's like, moving on. I just talk about my win, goddammit. That's all I want to hear. JoJo just wants to hear about his fucking win. He's like, fuck the rest of this shit. Let's move along, shall we? It's time for a spin around the damn league. Start in the Great White North. The Great White North is the power hold right now, as you got Santa's neighbor, Michael Vick's dog walker, and Christopher sitting up there, both sitting at 8-2, both with 7-game winning streak. The only advantage right now that Christopher has is he's got a little more points scored, but that means absolutely nothing in the hardcore challenge. You do not get rewarded for fucking points and wins and losses. Fuck that. That's the dumbest shit. We play head-to-head. We play a divisional schedule just like the National Football League, and that's how you earn your way in. Points are cute, but you don't get rewarded for quality losses. Fuck that. That's some participation trophy mentality. And that ain't the hardcore challenge format. I'm sorry. Raider Richie still handed it in there, but he took a loss, fell off the pace with the other two, so he finds himself 1 game back. And Black Hole Lines over here sitting at 4-6. He's bringing up the rear in the Great White North. In the Elite East, Throwing Bombs and Banging Moms took a loss to yours truly this week, as they've dropped 2 straight, but they're still sitting with a 2-game lead after losing 2 straight. Damn. Throwing Bombs and Banging Moms. They're sliding, but they're still sitting up at the top. Solidly. As let me see them TDs. Everybody, a whole division lost. Gigantic Walruses lost to slide to 3-7. Maulers loses 2 straight to drop into 3-7 in the cellar. Raider Nation 98, Big Game James sitting at top right now with a 3-game winning streak there. Sitting at top of the Wild West. Team Junior has just continued to slide since they were sitting at 6-1. They were in the game of the week. They're falling, man. They're falling. They're on their way down, sliding, holding on to the rim. They're on their way down. Haywood Gang, 3 straight wins, have climbed out. They've got their hand on the rim, pulling themselves out of the toilet. They're right there, man, right there. And considering where this division's at with 3 losses in first place, go on a winning streak right here to close this out, man. It's all about getting hot at the right time. Raider Nation for life, 3-5-2. That goofy ass record does get a win to stay in the conversation of nothing really. He's pretty well done. Keep battling, though. You got to play spoiler all the way to the end. Hit Squad gets off the snide. They get a win to stay at 5-5. I am tied with them atop the Dirty South. I'm actually the leading scorer in the Dirty South. Like to point that out. Leading scorer in the Dirty South over here. 5-5, tied for first place with 2 straight wins. We'll give JoJo a nice little applause with a beatbox over here for recognition of his win. We'll give him a. He's so excited.
Thanks, bro.
About his win over here, 3-6-1, with his .35 win percentage. It's all right. You're staying in the conversation because you're only a game and a half out of first. We've all got to play each other here after this next game, so it's about to get interesting. And then there's Brian down here. He's just trying to figure things out. This would be accurate to say that you are currently the worst team in the damn league, Bryant. 5 straight losses. That's the longest losing streak. You have the worst record. What the hell's going on over there? You need to fire your offensive coordinator, brother. You need to get it together. I don't know what's going on over there. He's working too hard on Clear Live streams, and his fantasy football team's taking the abuse from it. It's just tough times over there. Tough times.
Somebody call security.
All right, it's time to move on. It's time to highlight that game for this week.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
It's time
Is this not why you are here?
for the Hardcore Challenge Game of the Week.
All right, here we go. Here is the game of the week. This week, we got Sax Offenders against Haywood Gang. It's time to see who's a pretender and who's a contender in this season right here. Because Haywood Gang Roland has backed himself in the corner. He's only got one way to go. It's either up or straight down the damn toilet, because another loss will absolutely shatter his playoff hopes. He's got to win this game to get back to 500. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Regardless of what this line graph says, that he's supposed to get his ass kicked against Christopher and the Sax Offenders, this is the game of the week. You've got a guy with a solid winning streak right here. He's won 3 straight, got back to 4-5-1. This would bring him back to 500. Going against Christopher, 7-game winning streak. He was the biggest baller of the week this week. It's Roland and the Haywood Gang up to the challenge. It ain't looking good in the projections. Will Garoppolo lead him to a win against Jalen Hurts, Christian McCaffrey, Devontae Adams, George Kittle? See, God damn, he's got a team. Whew. Roland, your season's on the line. Good luck, brother. I'm picking Sax Offenders, though. I have to. Let's take a quick look at the Power 5 before we wrap this sumbitch up. Sax Offenders is sitting atop. Number 1, Michael Vick's Dog Walker. Also, basically tied, but sitting at number 2. Raider Nation 98, sitting at 7-3 at number 3 spot. Raider Richie also at 7-3 is dropped to the number 4 spot. And Throwing Bombs and Banging Moms still clinching and hanging on in that Power 5 at 6-4. Even with 2 straight losses, they just can't seem to fall off the grid. They're just hanging in there. Week 11 is upon us. Make sure you have your wrong screen. Make sure you have your rosters legal and keep an eye on the trade deadline. I do believe it is November 25th. If you are mathematically eliminated from the postseason, there's no reason for you to be trading. You just need to be working with what you got, work the waiver wire, and try to play spoiler. That's all you need to do, because we all have to play to the absolute end. That is rule number 1 in all hardcore challenge fantasy football leagues. That's the way you get invited back, because if you don't play to the end, you won't hear about the fantasy football league coming around next season. Trust me, I won't even fucking let you know. So you got to play all the way to the end, or there will be no next season for you. Right now, everybody, I would love to have everybody in this league come back next season if you guys want back. We'll step up the stakes and all that shit, and we'll make it fun as we always do. And there will be flash prizes this week. Biggest baller, one big baller this week. Who's ever the biggest baller this week? Flash prize for this week. One big baller. One big baller to be the baller of them all. So make sure you got your rosters legal. Make sure your benches are legal. Only IR, only COVID in your reserve spots. Make sure you've got that mandatory bench player. And if you're out, you shouldn't be trading. If you're trying to make a playoff push, sure, make some trades, but we're not going to let you fleece a team that's out. That just ain't going to happen. So trade deadline's coming up. Go ahead and send them through, but make sure they're legit. That's all we ask. Good luck to everybody. Good luck to everybody. This is a big week, man. Last of interconference play, and then everybody has to play their division rivals in the last 3 games, and shit's going to get dicey. Good luck, everybody. Until next time, I'm out. Peace, love. Raider Nation.